Welcome back to the deep dive. So we got a lot of questions asking us to just, cut through the noise and explain it simply. What the heck is Ushkee?
And I think that's the only way to approach it. You can't really assess something new like this without first understanding the why behind it.
Motivation.
Exactly. Why did the old models fail? The creators were pretty upfront about that from the very beginning.
Okay, so let's start there. The sources lay out a pretty clear contrast. Failure number one was the traditional brand model.
Right. A company sells you a product, they keep all the profit, and that's it.
And the community, which is really the engine making the brand cool, gets nothing back except, the t-shirt they bought.
Then you had the second failure, which was the early digital collectible space.
The NFT boom.
Yeah. And the idea behind it, true digital ownership, that was powerful. But the execution was often just speculation and, frankly, a lot of confusion.
A lot of people walked away feeling burned. But they still believed in the concept, didn't they? They just needed something more real.
So that became the driving question. If the community creates the value, how do you actually build a system where supporting a brand means you share in its growth?
Instead of just being a customer.
And the answer to that is sort of hidden in the name itself. Ushkee. It means motion.
And it's not about hype or speed, but about progress, forward movement.
Precisely. It's this core idea that ownership shouldn't be static. It shouldn't just be sitting in a wallet or on a shelf doing nothing.
So it's about moving things around, moving people, moving ideas.
And moving resources. The whole system is built to make sure value circulates instead of getting trapped at the top.
Which is why they had to build more than just a product line. They call it a community-powered lifestyle ecosystem.
It's a bit of a mouthful, I know.
It is, but it makes sense when you see how it works at the intersection of, digital collectibles, physical merch, and real-world events.
It's a closed-loop system.
And that's the fundamental shift, right? You stop being a customer and you become a participant.
Yeah, you're stepping into an economy that's actually designed to grow with you. Your participation is rewarded based on how well the whole ecosystem does.
Okay, so let's focus on the digital collectible part, because I think that's where most of the confusion comes from.
For sure.
These things are scarce, they're limited. But the sources are so clear on this point. You are not buying a picture.
No. You're owning a role. The artwork is just the symbol for it. The real value is the utility that's hard-coded into that role.
A role that gives you what exactly?
Well, it can unlock things like a claim on revenue from merchandise sales or access to events, or even a say in some of the decisions the ecosystem makes.
So that's the real-world connection. It's not just digital value sitting there. It's designed to flow back into tangible activities.
That's the motion part. It's about funding fitness challenges or supporting youth programs or partnering with local businesses.
So it bridges the digital ownership with actual physical movement in communities that often feel, less out of all this new tech.
Right. And that intentional feedback loop is what makes it sustainable. The whole vision is about shared growth.
Building something people can grow with, not just gamble on.
Exactly.
So to wrap this up, Ushkee is really a structural answer to static wealth, built on this principle of circulating resources by turning customers into participants.
Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over. If the goal is truly to make sure resources circulate, what new responsibility does that put on the participant? You're not just a consumer anymore. What does it mean to actually help create that forward progress?